So we have three sorts of homemade oven chips. We've got your chunky normal chips, we've got your sweet potato chips, and we've got your like French fry chips. So I've parboiled them all in boiling water for 5 minutes, just for 3 minutes for the French fries. Drain them and then rough them up in the colander to make the outsides rough, and then toss them in some olive oil. I put some ground pepper in with my sweet potato chips. I've left my fries just with the oil, and I'm just going to put a little bit of sea salt in with those, just to get the authentic takeaway salt fix. Toss those in there. And then these chips, you could add maybe some, I've got some paprika or some mustard powder, hot chili powder, some garlic granules, or sometimes called garlic salt, in there to add some flavour. We're just going to have ours plain, because we like plain chips. But if you want to jazz up your chips, that's a way of doing it. So I'm now going to cook these chips first. We're going to have them all together at the same time. Obviously these are going to take about 10 minutes longer to cook, so I'm going to get those in the oven first. So I have a baking tray in the oven preheating, so I'm going to take that out and get these cooking. So this tray is nice and hot, so I'm going to use this spray cooking oil to grease the surface of my tin, but without adding too much more oil. Then put the chips onto the surface. So they're very similar to doing crispy roast potatoes. And make sure all the surface are on the tray. And I'm going to pop those in the oven, and I'll give them a quick toss when I put the other chips in 10 minutes time. So now for the skinnier chips and the sweet potatoes, exactly the same procedure. Make sure that these are all separate, because if they stick together then they won't crisp up on all sides, and we want a crispy potato chip with 4 crispy sides. Just having a look at my French fry chips, and they've been in for 10 minutes and they're already starting to brown, so I'm just turning those over so they all get nice and crispy, and then they can go back in the oven. And my chunkier fries are looking almost done over here, so I'm just going to give those a quick turn and then pop those back in the oven, and the chips should be ready in about 10 minutes.